Hey everyone, it's Joshua Campbell, your knowledge broker. Well, the market's slower than usual. I think that we're actually going to have a summer market with hopefully some trade deals and whatnot happening around the US and the rest of the world. But who knows? Either way, we're having the opportunity now where we're seeing conditions come back into offers, whether it's the condition of selling your house, obviously financing, or of course home inspection. And I have 5 tips here with regards to your home inspection as to what you need to look for, specifically to ensure that you're not buying that home that could be a money pit. Number 1, foundation cracks. Foundation cracks can be very typical. You might see cracks in the basement floor, you might see cracks going down the side of the house. A lot of these are settlement cracks. The ones where you need to be very concerned about are where you're seeing a lift from the basement floor or a push out from the side walls. These are indications that you have an ice problem, maybe even a drainage problem around the property, and these are expensive items. Number 2, how old is the electrical panel? You may find the electrical panel and see that it's old fuses, and that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a problem. It's just something to be aware of. Even if you find ones that have breakers on them, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a brand new panel either. Be sure you have a very close look, and more importantly, it's the electrical wiring that you find around the property. If it's 3-wire copper, it's relatively modern. If it's 2-wire, it's a bit older and it's going to have some complications. And worst case scenario, but not the end of the world, is the knob and tube. Perhaps you have some knob and tube in the wiring that you need to understand how to work with it and what the insurance companies are looking for. Number 3, plumbing issues. While most plumbing issues like fixing a faucet or perhaps even snaking a drain might not be that hard of an issue to deal with, the most expensive ones are where you have your main drain leaving the property or if you have major backups within the property. These are things that you can't necessarily see, and one of the things that a home inspector should hopefully be able to pick up on some of the telltale signs. Maybe there's some moisture readings in the basement in certain areas where we know that there might be a water issue. Maybe it's because of plumbing, maybe it's because of drainage, which is our next one, so sit tight. Number 4, drainage issues. This is something that I like to think about the most when it comes to properties because it's the easiest fix. Keep the water away from the property. Make sure that you have your eaves troughs running away from the property. Make sure you have your drainage sloping away from your house. Make sure you have nothing collecting in the eaves troughs that's going to create a backup in the winter or even in the summertime so that the water doesn't spill right down the sides of your house. That one is my absolute favorite, and I have one more bonus for you as well. Number 5, perhaps the unknown, which is what are the neighbors like? Be sure when you do your home inspection, take a few minutes and perhaps go over and introduce yourself and see if you can get to know some of the people around the neighborhood. You might find out a few stories about the property that you're buying and maybe even some telltale signs about things that you might be able to worry about. Perhaps they did have a water leak, or maybe they had a septic truck in the driveway a little while ago, or maybe they had an insulation guy, who knows? But get to know the neighbors because that's always what you're moving into. I hope these tips help, and if you have any questions in regards to buying or selling this summer/spring market, what we're in right now, I'm here to help you out. I'll talk to you guys soon.